sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. And on the other side, the head coach of the Raiders. His guys, the #1 seed. The extra week to get ready. We'll see if they're rusty at all. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Allegiant Stadium. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the #3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You think back to last week and how well they played in the wild card round, being able to get out of there with a win. But now is when the pressure starts ramping up, Mike. You understand you're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl. So which team is able to balance the excitement of being here, but also not letting the pressure?
Ramondre Stevenson. And he is gone. 73 yards. Touchdown, New England. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Mike, when we pulled into the parking lot this morning, I mean, the place was packed. These fans have been looking forward to this game for weeks. They're well-rested coming off the bye. Best team in the conference all season long. They understand they're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl, and their moment is here.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one good for a first down.
19, Tiger, 19, Panther 11, Panther 11, go!
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now, faking the give. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
What a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Open man, Demario Douglas. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up. Come out of the gun, here's May. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Raiders offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. A run now for Blackshear. Gonna mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Blackshear. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2. They'll run it. It's Blackshear. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Vegas.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Handoff here, up the middle. And he will score! Touchdown, Vegas.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all away.
the try for an extra point. His kick is good, and the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. What a big play there for New England. 33 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's in! Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Tucker. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. They'll begin here on the ground. Look at him go to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Raiders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Off the play fake, it's May. That's to the sideline and Intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
Now a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Charger, 19.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Back to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
He'll keep this himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Here we go, check. Viking 18. Hey, check that, street, go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. May going to look to throw. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with May. On the move left.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Here's Genty. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Genty. Oh, and they'll rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Yeah. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Vegas.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Alert. Alert.
Here's Genty. And he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. What a show this offense is putting on here. Greg, this has got to be a great feeling for this offense in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is a great example, Mike, of when everything in your offense is clicking. The play design, the scheme, the philosophy, and then obviously the execution on the field. They've been sharp, explosive, and at this pace, I'm not sure what the defense could do to try to slow them down.
Extra point attempt still to come. He knocks it through. And the Raiders are able to extend their first quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. He'll get this out wide. Oh, yeah. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing now is May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now May has completed to Douglas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. One quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional playoff. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
May to throw again. That's complete to Diggs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and short, and here is Med. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Hunter Henry, touchdown Patriots. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Robert Spillane spills him there. Second down and 8.
Unlock line. Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd down and 9. He'll drop to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's deep for Olave. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw now, May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Got to get it to the 28. But now, it's 3rd down. From out of the gun, here's May. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Robert Spillane spills him there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
Let's go now. Pass the 50. Pass the 50. 59.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. Going up top. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun. It's May. Open man, right side. He's got it.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And a nice job, able to dance away, get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's Blackshear. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Kyle Duggar there to make the play. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it. It's Blackshear. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Gentile. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground with Genty. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. That one taken in by Douglas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's May to throw it on first down. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. On the give, this is Stevenson. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing now is May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. New England going to take their second timeout, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. On play action, here's May. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Bills are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's Puka Nacua. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get it. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Rams use that bye week to their advantage. They'll get another home game next week in their quest for the Super Bowl. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Ready, break. Get it.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Not much happening there. Just a short game. While we have a moment, why don't we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon.
Got it. Ready.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. This one on target to Olave. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 54 yards.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
To the ground, a first down run. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
60 by 60.
Here's a run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Back at the 3-yard line, 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now, for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So, in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Off the bootleg. Here's May. He'll get this out to his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's May again. Pass to the outside. He's got Diggs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. May to the air once more. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. The throw again is May. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They're going. It's May, and he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's what they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So the challenge doesn't change the official's decision. They're going to keep the spot right where it was. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Moves to second and goal at the Raiders' 8-yard line.
To throw now. May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Patriots cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Deputy! Viking 18! Alert!
They'll begin here on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
70, 60, 60.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Finding room across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Vegas.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Genty. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to pick up the pace.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Genty. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, go.
They'll run the draw with Genty. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field, trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
That is going to be called in. He's got it. Touchdown, Vegas. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Raiders stretch things out even further.
Patriots 24. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. It's Stevenson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tyree Wilton, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And for all the interceptions that he's thrown this game, kind of wish he would have gotten the message sooner. If it's not there, just get rid of it. Sometimes the best play in football is don't try to force it.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. The Raiders offense ready to take over once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some 1st downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock.
Alert! Alert! 19!
Travel start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to...
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Gentile. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll go again with Gentile. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set. Check. Panther. Go.
4th quarter begins on the ground. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. Will be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. May gonna look to throw. That's into the hands of Diggs.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's May. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
May to throw again. The look in is big target, Henry over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Patriots.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Left side, he's got Henry. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run. Stevenson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 1st and 10, here's May. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down. To throw is May. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack.
And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready, go!
Here's a handoff to Genty. Inside the 40. Down the sideline to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Raiders add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And will mark him down just shy of the 40. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
There's that man again. Another catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is May, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down. A run here with Stevenson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He'll try the jet sweep with Diggs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So these jet sweep plays, we see them so often, both under center, in the shotgun. There's a lot of ways to do it. But there's a little feast or famine element, especially in today's NFL, with the speed of these defensive edge players. So you got to make sure you get the edge accounted for so you can at least avoid these negative plays.
And he's in. Touchdown, New England. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
They'll run it. It's Blackshear. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he will score. Dante Thornton, touchdown Raiders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Extra point try forthcoming. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing now is May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Has completed to Douglas. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. To throw again is May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Max Crosby. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4. Throwing on 2nd down, May. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. He's got a 1st down inside the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 49. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and Now it is 4th and goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Pats will cut into that lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Raiders offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
60, Panther 60.
Here's Blackshear. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. That's Putin. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They are moving on. As the #1 seed, the victory means they locked out another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.
Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is Dante Thornton. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Raiders are moving on. They are now 1 win away from the Super Bowl. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jalen Coker. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 58 yards for the score. The Panthers are on to the NFC Championship game. They get it done here in the divisional round. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's Josh Allen. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Bills are moving on. They are now 1 win away from the Super Bowl. And with that, the divisional round is complete. We're down to 4. Next Sunday night, we will know the Super Bowl matchup. Until then, Scott Hansen saying goodnight from Orlando.